Hello, I'm Anthony Hughes. Dorico now includes Groove Agent SE, the entry-level version of Steinberg's creative drum software. Groove Agent SE can be used to play back drum parts in your Dorico projects, featuring top-quality sounds across different kits, and also ships with more than 400 MIDI drum patterns performed by top studio drummers and mixed by Steinberg's expert engineers. Now, when you add a drum kit to your project, Dorico will use Groove Agent SE as the default playback instrument. We'll load the Life is Simple preset by default, which you can change here to one of the other available presets. The Instrument tab shows you the kit instruments, and these are mapped onto the correct stave lines in Dorico, so just input your drum parts as normal, and Dorico will handle the rest. The Pattern tab contains several MIDI drum patterns for the loaded preset, which you can audition by clicking and holding each pad. These patterns can be dragged directly into Dorico, either to the track view in play mode or to the key editor when a drum kit is selected. You can edit it freely without affecting the source in Groove Agent SE. The third option available is using MIDI trigger regions, which are new to Dorico 5. You'll notice that each of the drum pads in Groove Agent SE has a MIDI note name in the top right-hand corner. These correspond to the notes on your MIDI keyboard you need to press in order to trigger the pattern or instrument. Dorico's new MIDI trigger regions allow you to specify a note or chord to play without displaying those notes on the staff. Make a selection covering the duration you would like the drum pattern to play for, and use the key command Shift-0 to invoke the MIDI trigger regions popover. Type the corresponding MIDI note name or number for your desired pattern and press return. The MIDI trigger region is created, displaying the note that will be played by Dorico. When you play back, the relevant pattern is triggered and played for the duration of the trigger region. A quick note, you must ensure you're following the correct middle C convention. While Dorico's default is for middle C, MIDI note 60 to be C4, as per the International Pitch Notation Standard, Groove Agent SE actually uses C3 for middle C. So either do the mental maths required to achieve the correct MIDI note, or open Preferences and set the new middle C control to C3. MIDI trigger regions can be moved, lengthened and shortened by dragging them or by using the usual key commands. You can create a new MIDI trigger region over the top of an existing one to insert a change to your pattern. You might like to fill the drum staff with a slash region to indicate that the performer will be playing during these bars, but MIDI trigger regions mean you can quickly mock up an indicative drum part in moments. MIDI trigger regions are not restricted to drum parts. Other sound libraries use similar pattern-based techniques, and these can be driven by MIDI trigger regions in the exact same way. Steinberg's TGuitar and MGuitar libraries require you to hold down several notes with one hand to specify the chord to play, and then a note in the right hand to select the desired pattern. You can type multiple note names into the MIDI trigger region popover in order to specify the chords to play. And to make this easier, you can play those chords directly into your MIDI keyboard and the popover will recognize them. You can copy and paste MIDI trigger regions, then double-click and edit any of the notes in the popover in order to achieve a different chord or to trigger a new pattern. In no time at all, you'll be able to simulate a rhythm section that you can use as the basis of your tracks, and you'll find more and more creative uses for MIDI trigger regions. Steinberg's electric bass library contains a number of slide notes that MIDI trigger regions are perfect for. These slide notes have different characteristics depending on the velocity at which they are played. MIDI trigger regions record the velocity you play, or you can type a value between 0 and 127 directly into the popover in parenthesis, and Dorico will use that as the velocity. And that's Groove Agent SE and MIDI trigger regions in Dorico 5. I'm Anthony Hughes. Thanks for watching.